Two pieces for y'all tonight. The first one is going to go into how men play games. And the second one, it'll break down how beautiful a queen is and their effect. Because you know, this is all about kings and queens. So.
All right.
Yes, it is.
This one's called Separation Anxiety. Jessica and Tamika, LaShawn or Heather. Was it Francis or Katrina? Either way, it doesn't matter. What I know now is that I have two females who genuinely want it all to themselves and will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. See, I have them wrapped around my finger. Lips wrapped around my manhood, occupying their tongues, making it harder for them to speak. See, I'm just doing what I see around me. They say, do it like you're doing it for TV, so I play with their minds. Knowing all along I can never give them all of me. So when one asks the questions in accordance with feelings, I suppress her emotions with some sexual healing. Because that's all I'm really here for. All while the circus act continues. I juggle these two round and round, throwing the misguided thoughts of commitment. Because deep down, they don't have the strength to kick rocks or to tell me to do so. So, April or Patria, Monique or Christine, Michelle or Nick, either way, it doesn't matter. What I know now is that I have two girls who genuinely want it all to themselves and will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. See, I have them wrapped around my finger. Faces buried with those silk pillows, making it harder for them to speak. See, this cycle is a pleasant one for me, not so much for them. Because buried within their thoughts are visions of victory. Suppressed by present-day misery, each tear that shed equals one brick that's laid and will one day seal their hearts off. I guess the next man can deal with that.
Wow.
What I know is that I have two girls who genuinely despise me.
All right.
And will stop at nothing to increase the distance. See, I have them wrapped around my finger. Hands now wrapped around the Kleenex while cries bellow through hollowed halls, making it harder for them to be. All right. This one's called Flaws Are Assets. I left her at the break of dawn. Wanted to flee the situation. Left her wanting me in the physical after the morning dew had settled. On green blades of grass, awakened by high humidity. Time reading 6:50, temp reading 68 degrees, and cloudy. Heard her voice during the drive home. She often whispered about unconditional love, one without restraints. With no limits or barriers, she told me my flaws are assets. Before she could cherish my attributes, she wanted to embrace my defects. Total loving me scars first. With no need for neosporin, she said this love will heal all wounds. She said my flaws are assets. My flaws are assets. In the purest sense. And I never quite experienced an unconditional anything outside of mother's love, of course. But this was quite different. She morphed my raspy voice into she morphed my raspy voice into hummingbird soliloquies. I'm high off the idea by being low off the past. How could she view one's flaws or assets? One's shortcomings as advantages. My whole love My whole perspective on accepting love has changed. She said my flaws are assets, and I'm still in shock at the thought. I left her at the break of dawn. But instead of fleeing, I chose to marinate within the situation. She left me wanting her emotionally. After the afternoon showers had settled on yellow leaves, subdued by high humidity. Time reading 6:50, temp reading 68 degrees, and cloudy.